Hello teachers, in this video I am going to share with you how to use the interactive features for the VIPKid classroom. I know sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, how can I use these? And sometimes I forget to. And I just discovered the other day that you can actually practice using these features when you review your classes before you teach them. So if we haven't met, my name is Audrey from teacheraudrey123.com. And on this channel, you will find videos about teaching, creating a simple life, and inspiration to keep on keeping on. So, with no further ado, let's jump in and look at those interactive features and how to use them. Okay, teachers, so I am going to just try my best to stick to the point and walk you through each step that I do and not to expand anymore. You can watch other videos on this channel to learn more about how you can take these concepts and apply them to other strategies while teaching ESL online. So, to get to the class slides, you are going to want to go to the upcoming classes and hit more. Then you want to just select a class that you will be teaching or reviewing. And so if you go over to the materials, so on the first page here, you're going to see down here in the right hand corner, you're going to see 8 little icons that have some interactive features that you can use while teaching. You have the input box. You can use this to type either phrases, words, or sentences, or to even model conversation. You could say, "What is your name?" Question mark. Submit. Then you can go back, change the color there, and then you could say, "My name is Audrey." Period. And so changing the color would be helpful because it could help indirectly make that connection that there's two different things going on in the question and answer. You could also use this for verb conjugations. Then you can hit submit, and each time you hit submit, the student will see it. Now, say you want to move it. If it is in this feature, you can't move it. But if you go over to the edge and click, you will get the lines. And so then you can move it over. You can adjust it by making it bigger and the hand just stays there, smaller, and tall. So you can decide what fits the slide the best. So this is a feature. One thing I don't like is I feel like the submit and the colors and all those features are almost crowded, and sometimes in the classroom when you're trying to move quickly, it's hard to hit the right one. And then lastly, if you're ready to get it off the slide, you just hit that X, and then you can confirm, and just know that once you hit confirm, the previous text will no longer be there, but when they watch the replay, it will show up in the replay. And just be sure to submit each time you want the student to see it. Now the next feature is the pen, and that is what I'm doing right here. I'm writing with. You can circle, you can arrow, you can write names. And then you have the magnifying glass, and this is you can have the student find something on the screen, or if the student's distracted and they're doing a lot of stuff on the screen, you can lock the screen, and then you still have control, and you could come over and highlight what you are wanting to bring attention to. The unlock and lock helps the student to help you have control what the student can do with on his side of the computer with the mouse. Now to get the magnifying glass off, if you hit refresh, it's just going to get rid of the words in the red writing. So you have to hit the magnifying glass again. And then you have your paint colors, so you can choose different colors. So if you're wanting to show like the subject verb or whatever, you can use the different colors and be creative. The eraser, it is a neat feature. Okay, so now we have the eraser. And what we can do, say we said circle Mike and they circle Meg. You could just take the eraser and then click on the circle that you want to delete and it will highlight, and then you click it and it will disappear. And then you could come back and click the eraser again and then it will give you the pen, and then you could help the student by drawing an arrow and saying circle Mike. And then the next feature that we've already talked about is just the refresh. And so if you hit that, everything will disappear off the page. And then we have the timer. This is really good during sight words, reading, just making a slide into a game. In a way, I don't like how small it is, so I typically use the timer on my phone or the timer in Minicam. Now we're going to look through at the slides and see how we determine what interactive features we want the student to do. So let's get started. So on this slide, you can see here the drag and drop. And so they will drag and drop to hide the word. Now on this slide, it's also drag and drop. So you would have the student take Meg, and so what I would do is circle Meg to bring the attention to, and then I would also use the magnifying glass and say, okay, and then here's another drag and drop, and a note, if there's a dino up here, that means that there's some type of interactive that the student should be doing. And then on this sheet, on this page, they're listening to the audio, so you play.
App, nap.
And the student drag and drops. Sometimes this will say circle, sometimes it will say example. And then here we have a pick and choose interactive. And so the student would click with their mouse and just go on it, and it appears as a mouse and they click. Okay, so this is how you use the interactive features in the classroom. Remember that there are features that the students should be able to learn and do while learning in the classroom. You will have to model, and you can watch this video up here to learn more about modeling and engaging your students through that teaching strategy. In the comments below, let me know which teaching feature you hope to start using more in the classroom and which portion of the lesson you think you will use it for the most. I know I love using the magnifying glass in the phonics section because I'm able to um, bring the focus to the letter and practice the sounds that each sound or rhyme makes and help the student elicit it. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit the bell. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Thanks and have a great day.